Week. We're entering back into that less stormy, hotter pattern, thank goodness, after a very wet month of July. Only a few storms today, not nearly as stormy as yesterday. The heat will take over this week. We're also watching the tropics very carefully. We're tracking a system. I'll show you that in just a bit. Looking at first alert radar, some scattered showers to our north in parts of the Smokies, Tennessee, North Carolina as well. Few showers making their way just north of Clay County, North Carolina. The northern part of the state, so the mountains, do see a chance for storms later on today. For Metro, though, it does look a lot drier. It still feels amazing outside. It's almost 9 a.m. We're staying in the low 70s, upper 60s. So it is going to get hot later today, but for the next couple of hours, it's going to be really nice outside under mostly cloudy skies. You want to walk the dog today. By noon, it's only 84 degrees, but after the time you eat lunch, the sun will come out. We'll jump into the low 90s. So by 3 p.m., we're sitting at 91. Partly cloudy skies by 6 p.m. A few isolated storms on the map. High temperatures today, 90 to 94 degrees. The mountains will be in the upper 80s. So I want to take you through the Futurecast model, stopping the clock at 5 p.m. because you can see a cluster of storms from LJ to Helen, essentially areas north of Gainesville. May see a few strong storms today with gusty winds. You can see Metro Atlanta does not look too stormy. Outside of a stray shower this evening, it looks mostly dry through the day today. Tomorrow, even lower rain chance, 30% chance of storms and even higher temperatures. We're going to push the mid-90s tomorrow, 94 in Atlanta, 96 in Madison, and we continue that warm up. Thursday and Friday will be in the mid-90s. There is a very weak disturbance way out in the Atlantic, but it is tracking towards the Caribbean. You can see the area that the National Hurricane Center has pinpointed for development is the Bahamas. Florida is included in the potential area for development, as well as the Georgia coastline. 60% chance that this could become a tropical depression or a tropical storm over the next 7 days. So it's something that we will be watching very closely in the coming week. And I want to remind you guys, as we head into August, that is the month where we see the greatest uptick in activity as the sea surface temperatures really warm. Peak season is only about 6 weeks away. So we're going to be talking about the tropics a lot more, especially because NOAA still thinks we're going to see a hyperactive season this year. Putting it all together for you, 40% chance of rain today, 92 degrees. You can see Thursday and Friday when the kids head back to school, most of the districts, we're in the mid-90s under mostly sunny skies, dry conditions. Next best chance of rain is Saturday of this weekend. First alert.